All right, hello, Washington Eagles. It is Friday, May 8th, I think. I don't have my board up today because I want to be outside. I'm tired of being inside. And this is our last full week of lessons, and I'm kind of sad. I miss you guys, but it is what it is. I don't really like that saying very much, but what do you do? Okay, so let's go over our words, and then we're going to read our story. So our vocabulary: dizzy, experiment, genuine, hilarious, mischief, nowadays, politician, and procedure. And so dizzy, when you feel dizzy, you have the feeling of spinning or getting ready to fall. Experiment. An experiment is a test that is used to discover or prove something by watching results very carefully. Genuine, something genuine is real or what seems to be. Hilarious means to be very funny. Mischief is a behavior that causes minor harm or annoyance. Nowadays means in the present day. Politician is a person who seeks a government office, and a procedure is a proper way of doing something, usually by a series of steps. Okay, so those are our vocabulary words, and let's read our story. It is called The Inventive Lewis Latimer by Maria Gill. So, what genre is this going to be? It is a biography. It is about a real person, so it is a biography. Here we go. As soon as it's kind of windy today. A tough start. I don't know if I can do it on this side. I gotta maybe do it this way. And hopefully you all can see this. But the glare, I know, I'm trying to figure this out. Pretty like this. Because that glare I can't see. Better, yes. Okay. A tough start, chapter 1. Lewis Latimer was born in the 19th century. He grew up at a time when black people were enslaved. They had few rights. Many politicians and other people wanted to outlaw slavery. They wanted every American to be free. The Civil War, which was fought from 1861 to 1865, ended slavery. Lewis Latimer didn't let these difficult times get in his way. He worked with some of the United States' greatest inventors. He became an important inventor, too. Lewis Latimer became an important inventor. Latimer worked hard. He wanted to find genuine solutions to problems. He improved the light bulb to make electric lighting cheaper. Latimer got help from the people. To thank them, he gave other people the chance to follow their dreams. Latimer played an important role in the development of electric streetlights. Lewis Latimer was born in Massachusetts in 1848. His parents had run away from slavery in Virginia in 1842. They went to Massachusetts. Lewis's father, George, was arrested there. Massachusetts was a free state. People there were against slavery. A judge ruled that George still belonged to the slaveholder. People who were against slavery didn't agree with the judge. Someone paid the slaveholder in Virginia so that George could be free. George Latimer worked hard, but he did not have much money. Lewis often missed school to help his father. There was little time for mischief or play. A $50 reward, a runaway from the subscriber last event. So this is, I guess, a flyer for runaway slaves, and people would be paid $50. The reward for turning in these runaway slaves was $50. Holy animals. It makes me want to cry. When Lewis was 8, a court decided that an enslaved person was not free. Even in a free state, Lewis's father went missing after this. He was probably afraid he could lose his freedom. Lewis quit school. He took a job to help his family survive. The Civil War broke out when Lewis was 13. He joined the Union Navy when he was 16 to fight against slavery. Civil War. In 1861, President Abraham Lincoln wanted to end slavery. 11 Southern states refused. They formed the Confederate States of America. The other 23 states were against slavery. They called themselves a Union. War broke out between the Union and the Confederate States that year. The Confederates were defeated in 1865. Slavery was outlawed as a result of the Civil War. During the Civil War, Latimer served on the USS Massasoit. I don't know how to say that. Chapter 2, Drawing His Way. Latimer began working as an office boy for a law firm in Boston, Massachusetts, several years after the Civil War had ended. The firm applied for patents for new inventions. A patent kept others from copying an invention. Drafters drew the inventions to show how they worked. Latimer was good at drawing. He borrowed some books and tools. He learned how to draw and measure carefully. Then he showed his drafting to his boss. His boss gave Latimer a job as a drafter. Latimer used drafting tools such as compasses and rulers. Latimer became friends with a teacher named Alexander Graham Bell. Bell worked at school for deaf people. Bell showed Latimer some drawings for his new invention. It was a machine to help his deaf wife hear. This machine later became the telephone. Bell wanted to apply for a patent so he could protect his invention. He asked Latimer to draw a picture of the machine. Alexander Graham Bell got a patent for the telephone in 1876. That's pretty cool. At this time, inventions like Bell's telephone were changing the world at a dizzying rate. Thomas Edison had invented a light bulb. It could burn for several hours. In 1880, Latimer began working as a drafter for an inventor named Hiram Maxim. Maxim owned the United States Electric Lighting Company. Maxim's company was making light bulbs. Edison's light bulb. There's our glass bulb, the filament, and the base. Edison's first light bulb looked like this. In 1878 and 1879, Thomas Edison worked to invent a light bulb that would burn for several hours and was cheap to make. A light bulb uses electricity to heat a piece of material called a filament. The filament lights up when it gets hot. Edison tested many different materials. They all burned out too quickly. Finally, he found that cotton that had been baked would burn for 15 hours. Latimer knew that electricity would help people. They could do their work faster by using electric machines. They could use electric lights to read and work at night. Light bulbs cost a lot to make. They didn't last long. Latimer wanted to make them cheaper and better. Other inventors were also trying to make a better light bulb. Hiram Maxim's company made electric bulbs. Chapter 3, A Bright Light. At Hiram Maxim's company, Latimer did many experiments to improve light bulbs. In 1881, he found a filament that lasted longer when it was inside a cardboard envelope. This also made light bulbs brighter. Latimer made other improvements to light bulbs. He took out patents on his inventions. These light bulbs were cheaper. More people could buy them. New factories were built to make the light bulbs. Latimer was in charge of planning the new factories. Latimer became known as an expert on electricity. He told city councils about the best procedure for installing electric lights. His work helped cities to light their streets. Electric street lights were cheaper and safer than gas lights. Thomas Edison sued some of the electric companies in 1884. He said they were using his design to make light bulbs. Edison asked Vladimir to work for him. He believed Vladimir's knowledge would help him win his case in court. Vladimir worked with Edison for many years. He helped Edison apply for new patents. Vladimir helped defend Edison's designs in court. He also developed his own inventions, such as an elevator. So, Louis Vladimir held several patents of his own. Vladimir also helped other people. He never forgot how hard his early life was. He wanted to make other people's lives easier. Vladimir worked to improve the lives of African Americans. He taught English and drafting to immigrants. He also helped young inventors apply for patents. The Edison pioneers. Edison was grateful for Vladimir's help. In 1881, he asked Vladimir to join a group of inventors who had worked with him. Vladimir was the only African American in the group. Vladimir is standing in the front row. Thomas Edison is seated. So there's Thomas Edison, and I'm thinking that might be Louis Vladimir. Woo! That wind is kind of chilly. Louis Vladimir had a tough start in life. He looked for ways to improve his life and to help other people too. He became very successful. His inventions helped light up homes, businesses, and cities. Vladimir's work with immigrants, African Americans, and young inventors made their lives brighter too. Timeline. Louis Vladimir is born in 1848. In 1864, Vladimir joins the Union Navy during the Civil War. In 1879, Thomas Edison invents a light bulb that can burn for several hours. In 1880, Vladimir joins the United States Electric Lighting Company. In 1881, Vladimir improves Edison's light bulb. In 1884, Vladimir begins working for Edison. In 1918, Vladimir joins the Edison pioneers. And in 1928, Vladimir dies. All right. That's our story, the inventive Louis Vladimir. I hope you enjoyed it. It is Friday. Enjoy your weekend. Love you guys. Take care. Bye.